Mobilizing for a stronger IBEW. That was a theme as 300 determined women from British Columbia to the Florida Keys gathered in Washington, D.C. for the IBEW International Women's Conference.
In 2008, women are no longer strangers to the so-called non-traditional jobs in construction and utilities and any of the other branches that we have. In the IBEW structure, we have more women in executive positions and as organizers than any time in our history. They're good at what they do, and they make invaluable contributions to the cause of our union and the cause of the whole trade union movement. The task of working and fighting for social justice in all variations, women's equality, the labor movement, civil rights, is never over.
We have an election coming up in November. We've got quite a few issues that are really affecting our members as well as working families in this country. What we want to do is empower these women to go back home to their local unions to help turn this ship around. And we all know how tough that job is going to be, but we need everybody's help in order to do that. We can't depend on our legislators to do it unless we force them to.
Mobilization began right away.
You know, Washington is a trade-dependent state, and so we...
As the IBEW Women's Brigade spent the first day visiting their congressional representatives on Capitol Hill.
I don't think they really anticipated who was going to be walking in the room. I think when we had 7 ladies walking through the door into Congressman Norm Dix's office, I don't think he was quite... I think he was, I really don't think he knew what to expect. And when we introduced ourselves and thanked him for his leadership and told him that none of us are professional lobbyists, that we are all rank and file and electricians from Washington State, I think that that they were a little bit surprised, and I think they found it to be very refreshing. And I think we had a very candid dialogue with them, and I honestly think that they listened to what we had to say, and we held their attention for the entire time we were there.
In the general session, politics took center stage as speakers called upon them to join the movement to elect Barack Obama in 2008.
Because America can't afford a third term of George Bush. We cannot afford John McCain, and we must not allow it.
Panel discussions and workshops were a major part of the packed agenda. Veteran IBEW leaders shared their experiences and advice, hoping to inspire a new generation of leaders.
I think that women need to get involved as soon as they can, become stewards, attend union meetings, first one there, last one to leave, get on as many committees as possible, get out there, get known, be the person that takes back from the union meeting to the people that don't go to the meetings.
For many of the participants, this was their first opportunity to interact one-on-one with President Hill. And during a question and answer session, the floor was theirs.
So what can we do to keep what we have?
Be the best at what you do every day.
Call it another milestone, the 2008 Women's Conference was a bold step to summon the talents, master the skills, tap the enthusiasm, and to pass the torch to a new generation of leaders who will build a stronger IBEW, a stronger labor movement, and a stronger America.